Let's talk a little bit about how CESMII provides value to our membership through the different types of projects that we undertake. I will focus more on the technology side, and we'll touch upon the education and workforce development side separately. Our institute's approach to creating value for our members um, is through this collaborative effort, right? A lot of our projects are being done by our members, creating technology and solutions through these projects that we help fund, and then making these technologies available to the rest of the membership for broader use. And that's done either through the means of our smart manufacturing innovation platform or even otherwise. So let's look at a couple of examples that will give you a sense of how that value is created and distributed. So for example, in one of the projects, we have a strain and displacement sensing solution for a harsh environment. It's a high temperature environment dealing with molten metal, and it's created by a team that's working on a steel continuous casting process. Now that same sensor or the sensing solution could be utilized by another team, perhaps for another high temperature process. And that could be something like heat treatment or chemical processing that could potentially use the same technology. Another example might be a high-speed image processing algorithm that is developed by one of our teams for detecting anomalies in additive manufacturing as you create the part layer by layer. Now that algorithm could actually be used for feature detection in high-speed processing of say paper or plastic or metal. One example might be automotive sheet, for example, right? So we are looking for applications that are above and beyond what the technology was created for in the first place. If you look at how we deliver technology through our innovation platform, then let's say a solution that has been created for connecting legacy equipment can be made available as a standard piece of technology through the platform, so others can use it. So and you know very well that manufacturing is full of a lot of legacy equipment today. We aren't at the point where every piece of equipment that we get or we use in manufacturing operations is totally connectable to the modern infrastructures. Now, aside from all these things, members who participate in our project teams, right, they obviously get value from the outcome of the project, but there's also a tremendous potential for those same solutions to be made more broadly available to other members. And you might ask, well, what about the IP, right? So our approach is that any IP that is created during the execution of the projects is actually owned by the team that is executing the project. And it can be made available to other members at no cost for pre-production purposes. So as long as they are using it for proof of concept and so on. Once they move on to a production use, then there would be an arrangement made between the team that owns the IP and the team that wants to use the IP. Now, in addition to value that is created through our projects, there's obviously a tremendous value provided to our membership through other avenues such as education, training, networking, etc., etc. And of course, we can touch upon those topics in other sessions. So hopefully this gives you a sense of how the technology that we develop, that we co-develop with our members, becomes useful for the broader ecosystem and how it brings value to them.